So I've been reading Ted Peters' God as Trinity, and some of his initial chapters in there. He's quite sympathetic to that social form of Trinitarianism that we see in Moltmann and Zazulus and Lacugna and stuff like that. I was interested to see though that he was critical of Moltmann's kind of political theology, how he talks about monarchy or monotheism bringing about tyrannical regimes and having certain political consequences, because he rejected that and pointed out that that's not always the case, especially when you see polytheistic cultures being led by one individual person. He's like, if we can find one example of that, that shows that the principle, in a strong sense, is incorrect. One of the things I also noticed about Peters, one of the key things about some of the stuff he said is that he denies this kind of substantialist metaphysics. And what Alston said back in the Symposium on the Trinity, his chapter in that book, was that they're importing certain things into substance metaphysics, or making certain features of certain people's substance metaphysics necessary for one to believe in substance metaphysics. So, for example, the idea would be that God as unity and simple and stuff is made essential by substance metaphysics. But of course, that isn't true. There are plenty of substance metaphysicians that aren't committed to divine simplicity. So it seems to me quite reasonable for someone to affirm substance metaphysics. The other thing he does is make a nod to Kant, as if Kant had settled the issue of talk about God. But again, people like Alston and Plantinga are pointing out that people are aware of what Kant said, they're just not necessarily agreeing with what he said. So there are some features of this book so far. I'm going to read his chapter on 20th century Trinitarianism, or at least late 20th century Trinitarianism. Then I'm not sure what's left. Still Jürgen Moltmann, some other stuff, but I'm going to get going, I think, after I've read a couple of these. So there you go.